truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fields going to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Got him. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the first or second seed come playoff time.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Montgomery. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to connect. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Second and goal from the one. They try again with Montgomery. And this time he is in. Yes. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bears at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll get it inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Hooker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. On 1st down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery, and they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chase Claypool, 29 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua's throw caught by Ezekama. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. It's caught inside the 25. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really prep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 and now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here's Mostert, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Fields now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. One play action. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 172 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now?
and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
Or the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They snap it to Fields. Left side, got Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fields throwing again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
202 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass
is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know.